Welcome back to Daily Dive. I am Michael Karvelis. That is Sicko himself. Chase Fraser, how are you, sir?
Great, man. How are you doing? Thanks for
I'm
having me
all.
on. This is
Thank
awesome.
you. Shoot, this is awesome. How dare you? This is not the Pat McAfee show, but we're gonna try our best, man.
All right, let's
Um,
do it.
so the bio says I got 3-time NLL champion. We'll get to that. Sicko goal scorer. Shout out Teddy Jenner. 151 career goals in the regular season at this point, and you're now with the Desert Dogs. Good
You.
stuff, man. By the way, and we're gonna get to a game preview, but y'all are in Vancouver now, right? Like
Yeah,
for the game.
we're heading to Vancouver tomorrow. Play them on
Oh, so
Saturday.
you're okay. But how's it? Are you excited to be up? I'm back home because I believe you're from Vancouver, right?
Yeah, I'm from just Langley, just outside of Vancouver. So yeah, now being back on the West Coast, it's gonna be nice. Easier for my family to come see me play now, and it's only 2 hour flight from Vancouver to Vegas. And
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, better than
I
like the 4.5 to Buffalo or then yeah, doing all that.
Yeah, it's a lot. That I never Travel's an interesting thing in this league. All right, so we gotta just shake the dust off immediately, sir. I swear to God, this is an inside joke at this point. I've reacted to it on, I posted on the reels. Everyone thought I hated Chase Fraser. I don't. How in the world, like, do they vote you? What biggest bitch? I mean, last year, ha ha ha, very funny guys, and
Oh
this
yeah.
year they don't want to play with you more than like other guys. Like, come on, man. What does that fuel you, or do you? How do you feel about that?
I laugh at it. I honestly it
Good.
frustrates my brother more than it frustrates me because he'll he'll
Oh,
he'll screenshot it and text me. He'd be like, "Yo, what are these people saying?" And I'm like,
good.
"Dude, it's just it's comical because it's like the LaxMag they send out their polls to 5 players on each team, and I'm just
Right.
thinking. So like I was talking to Chris about it when it came out. I was like, "All right, so you take the dogs off that, and you take the bandits off that, and then you go." Everybody else is voting because they don't want to play with me. I'm like, Jesus, it's kind of harsh. Like,
Ah,
you just
a
don't want
good.
to play with me. But then it's just funny. And then I get like all my friends that see that and they text me, you go, hey man, like you're actually a beauty and a great guy. Like I love playing with you. I'm like, yeah, I
Yeah.
know, man. Like it's the guys in my own locker room that love me and the guys in the other locker room that have no idea of how I actually work.
I don't think the Buffalo Bandits let you in that ring ceremony if you're like a not a liked guy.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
I'm wrong, but come on now. So I mean, I had to get that out of the way. But let's go to the Bandits' career. Oh, just briefly here. You guys, you helped win the last three. You went to five though, and I think that as a LeBron fan, to me that matters. Getting there in the first place.
Yep.
So how just explain those 5 incredible years for y'all?
Man, it's crazy because then you got to think like yeah, it was 5, but there was half season with COVID, and then the one we missed. So it's like, do you
Right.
really think that we could have been in the last 7? Maybe
Woo!
like
The last
like would it
six,
would have
but
been a
yeah.
little difference? Like yeah, but no, it was nuts. We've all talked about like I guess the group of guys there talked about like the beginning too, like losing the first two and just kind of like how that was, and it was a learning experience, like
Right.
massive learning experience for us. My first year in the league, we didn't even make playoffs. Like I was in and out of the lineup, like as a rookie, wasn't even playing. Like that was 2017-18 season.
Wow.
Lost to Rochester our last game of the year, and then I think they ended up getting to the finals or something close like that,
Ooh.
and then losing to Jor or something. I don't remember. But all right, my first year, yeah, we didn't even make playoffs. Second year came in, just JT took over the head coaching and just went from there, and the guys bought into the system, and we had a really good season. I think we what 15-4
Ooh. 14. Yeah.
or whatever, 14-4. Set like a
Won a lot of
franchise.
games. Yeah.
Yeah, we set a franchise record that season, and went into playoffs, doing our thing, and I guess got to the finals, and then was absolutely surprised about what Calgary brought to us, and lost that
Yeah.
game,
No.
lost that series in two, and that one hurt. That definitely hurt. But the one that hurt the most was losing again.
Colorado.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Colorado won. And we go through the off season through that one. Come into that 19 and 20 happened with COVID, year off.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't need to talk about that again. I'll
ridiculous.
leave that one in the past.
Yes.
And then that Colorado, yeah, came in. We had a year and a half off of everybody training and kept our same core. Like our group chat was still buzzing that
That
whole
was great.
time, like
Yes.
which is wild of how we were able to keep that same team over that time period. Come in and again, I think we might have done no, it wasn't a great season that time. Well, I'm trying to think. Did we do great for like regular season wise? Maybe. But yeah, no,
Look.
playoffs were a bit different that season. I know we like we lost. No, we rolled through playoffs that year. Rolled through playoffs. That was the year we smacked Rochester in the first round.
Oh.
Absolutely handed it to Toronto in game 1 and 2. And then walked into the playoff round 3, game 1, 1-goal game. Game 2, lost in Colorado. Game 3, then we get blown out in Buffalo. And that one was just like, damn, we got blown out in front of our own fans to lose. That hurt everybody. Like, that cut deep. That was something that when we came back in 23, because we lost in 22, and we came back in 23, and it was just everybody was,
the rock.
yeah, we're coming to work. And
the rock.
rolled in. JT had his practice plans. We started our preseason training in, what was it? Like, we had stuff to do at the end of September. Like, we were like, yo, you're working out, sending in your running times and stuff in September. Came through, and that first one, I actually missed the first half of the season because I was out with my hips.
4 games, yeah.
Yeah, I had hip surgery that year.
Woo.
Came back and yeah, ended up coming in at the right time. We had injury problems that whole season with guys going in and out. Josh with his things, Dane with his things, Chris with his things, and then our defense with all our subtle things. And then that was a very character kind of win. That was a gritty one. Like the other ones 2 years before we got to the finals, just kind of got our way there. That season we had to work to get to the finals, which gave us that extra edge in there. And as soon as we were able to win that one, it was
Albany was a frisky little team, though.
Yeah, for the second
Albany's
one, when we beat Albany, that was an intense. Going to Albany for us not hosting game 1 of the finals that year was just like, okay, we got to go to Albany, play there, bus back, and play the next day. For us, like, I actually think like we were kind of fired up for it. Like, we were like, all right, let's get this out of the way. Let's like do it. Let's go. Like, because we were just we were hot. Like, I felt good. And I remember rolling into game 2 of that Albany series in Buffalo the next day, just like with just a certain vibe about every single guy that walked in the locker room, and then we go out there and do our thing with Albany and have good fun in that game. Yeah, it was a little close, but we had, I don't know, goal runs. They'd catch goal runs, but we ended up on top the whole time.
They keep it close. Like, they like to play the lower pace and make sure they're getting under people's skin.
Yeah, they do all that. Yeah, and Simmons was doing his thing. Simmons in that game 1 had one of the nastiest bouncers I've ever seen in my life. And like it's just we came off and shot from the left side, had Vino going completely. I was just like, holy shit. Like, that's hard to do.
He's good.
Yeah.
I like him. He's also he's a charismatic guy too.
Yeah, I like him too. He's got good hands, good ball player. And then just
last
like
year,
it was like in that Albany one, it was after that hidden ball goal. Did that one. I pulled out. I was like, okay, we got this one too. Like, we got it. And we got lucky enough and did everything with management keeping that team together to be able to go again last year for 3. And then that was intense. I guess coming in last year, first round was
I should know first round. I should check that.
I should know who the first round was last year too. San Diego, the lowest score, 5-4.
Yeah, crazy.
Right. So, which is insane. Of like, you got 2 really good goalies, like O-Riggs and Vino back there, and you're like, all right, cool. Like, also 2 very powerful offenses, and there's only 9 total goals being scored in that game is insane. Which is also like, you look at that, and like one bounce goes one way, one bounce goes the other. It could be 5-4 opposites, and we're not even in the finals again. Like, it's
Georgia 2 years ago. Like, I'll give them the Swarm credit. They were hanging tough with y'all.
Same thing than the overtime winner with Bernsey. Like, that was that was again. So it's like our last 2 ones in Buffalo. The game 1s were stressful. And
Yeah.
and then yeah, last year it was different going against Colorado, or not Colorado, Vancouver, because they had Delbs. Finally got Delbs. They beat
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
They beat us the last time we saw them in the regular season. So it's like, okay, they got this groove with us. But at the end of the day, it was us playing Bandit playoff ball.
Yep.
And
Y'all good at
and
that.
yeah, and kind of game one, I know it's kind of tough coming into for like a semifinals, especially coming into Buffalo. It's tough to play there, and we did our thing. And then in Vancouver, Vancouver's kind of a tough place to play. Like if you're not
Interesting.
from there, or for me, because I'm from Vancouver and like I'm not for
You
Vancouver,
know
but
what
it's
to
like
expect.
I know what to expect, but like you think like Vancouver, their crowds used to not be great, but last year in their
Getting out
playoffs,
there.
like when we were there, it was like 10,000 people. Like their lower bowl
Yeah.
was packed, and like it was an
It's
intense
harder
game
to
for game
hear.
two. Yeah, yeah,
That's,
no, absolutely. And then
was Saskatchewan your of the last three, were they like you think the biggest like tallest opponent you think y'all played? Or you think all three presented different challenges?
they were all three different challenges, man. It was
So you couldn't really put them one above. It was like, man, all y'all are paying the butts.
yeah, it was no matter what, we were going there. We were yeah, we were going to work. Like it wasn't
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, it was
They
all
were brick
different
walls, you're knocking
strategies.
them down. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Another wall we got to run through and just do that. But I'd say last year it was no when we lost to Colorado in the first one we won. The
Right.
difference between the year before when we lost to Colorado, the year that they beat us,
Right.
like for game two, um, we kind of just individually kind of like panicked and just kind of like, okay, we'll take our own time and do our own thing. But the year we beat Colorado, when we beat or we lost to them in Colorado, it was like all right, guys, cool. We lost that one. Now go put your stuff in the hotel room. We're gonna go grab some food, eat, just talk about it. As soon as we're done talking
Team.
about it, it's over. Figure it out. Going to next week and work it. And that one worked way better. So last year when we lost in Sask game two, it was the same thing. It was all right, everybody. Yeah, this one sucked because we were so close to winning it, and then in Sask.
11 to
Um,
10, yeah.
yeah, just well, it was all right, cool. This one stings a bit, but go put your stuff. We're gonna rip over to Cactus. Everyone's going out to team dinner. We're gonna talk about it. Go back to the hotel. Wake up in the morning. Get back home. Get back to work. And that's exactly what we did. And then came back and then did our thing for game three.
I mean, like you guys led 9-8 to end the third quarter of that game. Yet they ended up winning. Then I keep telling people the first half of game three was like 7-6, and it was like, what were y'all gonna do? In the second half, I was like, oh my god, like hello three-peats.
Yeah,
What? Can you describe how the halftime locker room was for that?
we were like it's that calm, good vibe kind of thing that I was talking about.
Good.
Just like, all right, we know what we're gonna do. We got JT coming in telling us what our offense is gonna do. Chugger telling us what our defense is gonna do, and then Vino kind of just manning everything. Like,
Oh
no,
my
like,
gosh, yeah.
like I need this, this, and this, and then in that third quarter, when you see Vino starts just seeing the ball he was seeing, and you're like, all right, cool, let's go do this. Like,
Right.
let's go have some fun. And when like for me, when like when I'm playing and I see Vino in that groove, that lets me loosen up a bit. I'm like, all right, I can do some crazy stuff. So that's when the one-handed backhand came in, and then it was good.
And
Yeah,
then Pat McAfee showing the rest is history.
yeah.
Just one more thing to put a bow on the Bandits. What was it like being there one last time with the guys as that banner goes up?
Oh, it was awesome. Me and Chris like walked down to the tunnel, got there before, like got there got there at 6:50, right when everyone was coming off the floor from official warm-ups, and it was like, oh, like everyone was so fired up to see us. It was sweet. They all go out, see the banner going up. Not gonna lie, I got a little teary-eyed. Like
Yeah.
it was an emotional kind of experience going out there in front of the sold out 19,000 Bandit fans, just how it normally
Electric.
is. What a place to like, what a last time to like be there representing the Bandits and experience that. And then yeah, me and Chris and his wife and our buddy, we were up top in like the suite section area, just
Right.
hanging out, taking pictures with some kids, some fans, just meet or doing a couple of meet and greet kind of things, but just watch the game and enjoyed the environment. And then went out with the team for a bit afterwards, and then did that celebration. They're able to put the final nail in that coffin and then move on to the dog season.
How hard? So now let's go to the dogs. How hard was it? I know Kluche said on a I think Dan Duziak was the guy who interviewed him. He was saying that he wanted to stay. I'm sure you've had similar feelings. The new CBA, I'm sure, helped incentivize some things as well. How hard was it not to go for you and even for him?
And it's a very tough decision. I've said it a couple of times, just other people, just in casual conversations. It was tough because it's like the
Yeah,
bond that we all kind of created over these past 7 years, in a sense, right? Like Josh and I got drafted together.
that's crazy.
Used to hate each other and then became best friends as soon as we got drafted to each other or with each other, and then came through the following year, added Ian. And Chris got thrown in there next year, throwing Hogue. So it's like our core, like our off, like it's right there. We all hung out, we did everything together. But yeah, no, that decision to leave was not easy.
No.
Just of like everything that organization has done for me personally. The support from the fans, the environment, the city in general. It's tough to like walk away from, but spending 7 years there, it was able to be like, all right, I did my time. I did gave back to the community. The community gave me so much to hold on to, close to my heart for the rest of my life. And then it was also one of those like I needed change personally. I needed
Buffalo Buffalo and Philadelphia, like they're let's talk about Philadelphia sports in general, but like the fan bases are so annoying. But I'm sure when you're a player there, that's got to be wickedly sweet. That's
even
incredible.
going to like I went to university in Philly for 2 years, just outside, and just like that whole Philly's sports atmosphere, it sucks you in. Like, right, it was cool.
Yeah.
Went from there, and then going from being in Philly sports area to then going to Buffalo, it was just like
Great
holy
sports
smokes.
fans.
Like, it's
Great sports fans.
great places to be if you love sports.
Absolutely. So, with the Dogs, obviously Jack Hanna's there. I'll just say that. Blanket statement. Mitch Jones joins the fray. How cool is it knowing that you guys potentially have two superstars? Just like, how fun is that? I know Josh and Dane like kind of like everything kind of like just settles down in your head, but like Mitch and Jack are not too bad.
No, Mitch. So my rookie year, Mitch was on the Bandits.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he was there. He was kind of like, well, he was first couple years in the league for him. So he was at that adjustment period of like where he was finding his niche, and then ended up going to Vancouver. So I was lucky enough to get a year with him there. And then now, from now and then, Mitch is a completely different player.
Correct.
And a completely different person. Like it's awesome. And this funny thing, he's on that list as well. He's just at the bottom. And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy. You got two guys that are on that list that are on the same team that are actually like get along with everybody. Like it's funny. Like we're all good jokes in the locker room, but no, I'm happy to be fired up playing with Mitch, and I hope this Jack Hanna situation works out because with that guy's bounce and his speed and the amount of space that I'm able to create for people, it's just going to give him so much more time, or would give him so much more time to be as athletic as he is.
The Sports Center from you and Jack is going to be ridiculous this year if y'all both play.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. I know, like I got a little bit of a float to me when I jump, but that guy soars. Like,
oh my god, yeah, he's a freak. He's a freak. And then Kluche joining you, like I said before, like just tell me how that feels knowing there's a little bit of Buffalo coming with like a little bit. Yeah, both got championship pedigree.
That's my guy, right? We played Bandits together. We played Chaos together. We won one with the Chaos together. We played Allegheny Summer Ball together. So we've been on every single team for the past 6 years. No matter what level we're playing at, it was always that. So him just we talked about the transition because we had like throughout free agency, we had a couple similar teams that were reaching out to us and all that. So with me and Chris are pretty open about what's going on in each other's lives with each other to keep it simple, So yeah, we talked about everything, about all kind of different avenues of how this could work out, and just us coming to Vegas.
He got a phone call.
Us coming to Vegas.
There we go.
Yeah. Was the best fit for both of us, and so fired up to be able to do it with one of my best friends.
Now, real quick, do you think if he would have gone somewhere, do you think it was incentivized? Like, were y'all both going to the same place all along, or do you think like y'all could have gone separate ways? You think this is pretty much how it's had to be?
I think there was a chance that we could have went opposite ways.
Fair.
Like it absolutely.
Fair.
Slim,
Sure.
but it could happen with certain
Sure.
things going certain ways and all that. But I don't know like the complete logistics side behind everything that he was going through with free agency. Like I know
Right.
majority of it, but there's some things you obviously
But
don't know.
it feels good now, though.
Yeah, no. So now we're both very happy. He finally moved down here on Monday, so I've been helping him all week just get his apartment and stuff figured out. Like he's got no furniture, so he's been sleeping on my couch or in my spare room
This
here.
guy.
Yeah, hanging out. So he's
I
doing
love
the
it.
work.
All right. So now, how's the off-season? How's the camp been for you guys? I know you said there's a little bit of chemistry with Mitch Jones already there. How are you guys feeling? Just leading up to the game one.
No, it's really good actually. Like
Good.
it's we started clicking really good like right away. Like our first weekend down in camp was down in Vegas, and we had like their inter squad scrimmage, and we played a 30-minute running time game and scored like 19 goals as an
Woo!
offense. So we're like, okay, like we can move the ball and swing it.
There you go.
And then just kind of needed to figure out like the logistical things behind that. And then we got Hickey, who is running our offense coordinator right now,
There you go.
who is on the ball with everything. Like the film cut ups, they're going in different aspects of different defenders and just our different sets in certain different situations. Then you got Boldy sending us goalie clips on Delbs and all that, like our defense. It's crazy. We had a whole team meeting on Tuesday with like our whole scout that we're going over.
There you
Man,
go.
just like this is awesome. Like everyone's getting involved, everyone's talking conversations. It's good vibes that we got going on out in Vegas.
You met Steve Nash or Dustin Johnson or any of those guys, or mostly
Nah.
Josiah?
Haven't met those guys yet.
You met Josiah?
No, I haven't actually.
Come on, soon though.
Yeah. I think he'll come out.
I'll expect him before the other guys. To be fair.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
He's a lacrosse guy. Couple questions here, and then we'll get on to that game one preview and let you go. Michael Day says, "What kind of music does a man named Sicko listen to during pregame?" It's not bad.
Kind of not what you would expect. I listen to some lower pace, like I'll listen to some old country music, like some Alan Jackson,
Jeez.
like all that kind of just. I like a good like fiddle, violin, some little trumpets in there. Throw some jazz music in there sometimes, just to like get it calm. That's like walking to the arena. I'm just like numbing not numbing, but just relaxing the nervous system.
I like that.
And then once like the headphones come out, then it's listening to like what's on in the locker room, and that's just I listen to all kinds of music, man. But there's certain stuff at certain times that just I love like a good slow, good beat, just like stuff that you can feel, you know.
90s R&B, like it's like
sometimes, yeah.
So no singular song though.
No particular song, you know. You got to throw a Rob Zombie in there sometimes, but
there you go. How many goals does Chase Fraser score against Kyler Goalie? Is it like over one game? We'll go one game.
Over Kyler Goalie. Oh, is that? Oh, he just did
the Swarm kid. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you want to test it out, buddy? Just I'll rip some rubber by your ear.
There you go. What Frick says? Captain says, what are the boys doing on bus trips? Like
movies, cards. Sometimes you get if it's like a long one, we'll bring the old Xboxer out there, the old gaming system, and get a TV. We've had that on there on the bus.
Nintendo DS,
something like that. Just card games, movies, the classics. Got to throw Miracle on there every once in a while.
Oh gee, and Frick reported about Amesbury. I forgot who this guy is. He's like a diamond hands or whatever the crap.
Yeah, diamond hands.
Whatever, man. I'm not into that lore. Finally, one more question, then I'll get to the preview of the game. Our buddy Tim Dillon wants to know about you and Hammer Jackson. I guess you're a loading guy, right?
Yeah, I'm a loading guy.
This show.
Loaded, baby.
Free advertising again.
Me and Hammer, we're really good buddies. Really good buddies. Played junior together, grew up playing against each other, played Team VC Nationals together. We're ended up being roommates for them, and that's when our friendship kind of kicked off. We were 17 years old in Edmonton, watching Wicked Tuna, hanging out, just
Lord.
Yeah, way back when. And then kind of from there, just became really good buddies. And then here we go again with COVID. COVID happened, took it all
Unbelievable.
the freedom to kind of hang out with all your friends and all that stuff. So the basic rules in Vancouver where we were at is you're only able to see your friends if it was work related. So Tyrell was like, all right, let's make a business. Let's do this so we can like hang out. And I was like, all right, cool. So we started off with he was started the loading, but it was like face off control that he was doing. So I was
Yeah,
out
'cause
there
it's
doing that
yeah.
him. And then that led to the grips. Grips lead to loading, and then we're designing shafts, doing all that kind of stuff. Then I head back to Buffalo, and then he takes him and Jordan McBride are just hammering that out. And now we
Yeah,
got
that's right.
bunch of
Hammering.
shafts, couple heads, the
How
Tonka
yeah,
releasing.
have you gotten your hands on the Tonka?
I've seen the Tonka. Yeah, it's a good
Have you
hand.
seen it? Have you
Good.
played with it?
I play with it. It's a D
I
head.
think
No, not yet.
Tyson Bell played like got a goal with it, right?
Oh, he did get the first goal with
That's
the
right.
Tonka in there. But yeah, no, it's there. It's one thing about these heads is the plastic that he's using is insane. Like
Really?
it doesn't the face shape stays the same. You want to slash somebody with this Tonka, it's a sturdy one. Like Chris took one of the couple of guys on our team are using them, and we're
Come
doing our
on.
5-on-5 sets, and Chris takes a poke check from somebody. He's like, "Oh, that head did not bend whatsoever." It was like one of those. They're strong, they're good, and
Wear your chest plates, man.
yeah, that's what they're for.
That's right.
No,
Let's get to how many goals you gonna score on Delbs? I'm kidding. What is the how are we feeling about this game? I know people think Vancouver's gonna bounce back. Full disclosure, I think so too. What is the chance you guys pull off an upset? It would be an upset.
very high actually. I think
There you go.
it's still the first bit of the season, and anything can happen, especially in the NLL. It doesn't even matter if it's the first part of the season. It's lacrosse. It's you can't control certain bounces. The only thing you control is the way you play the game and your energy and the untangibles, right?
Yeah.
And through our camp, that is the massive thing that we've kind of been hammered into us is just control the controllables and do what we know. And yeah, we're gonna do our thing. We're gonna break down their defense, their size, right? They're massive. We're looking at their scout. They got one
Oh
guy
yeah.
who's under 6 foot on their D end. Other than that, everyone else is massive. So yeah, we got to break their formation, get to the middle of the floor, penetrate, come out, and make them chase us at the same time, and just make because they're bigger, we're faster. So we're gonna make them extend to us and use our feet against their size, and then capitalize on that when we get it.
I like that. I'm gonna text Pat Gregor and say change the cool bet lines now. All right, finally, Tim Dillon says, please ask him about the locker room fight playing field. I'm like, well, come on. Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
What locker room fight playing field?
I don't know. I guess I should leave that one. What? He can't just say that and you not know what it is.
I knew
Unbelievable.
it.
Unbelievable. With Hammer on Team BC, I don't know.
Oh, the ones that he was talking about in his daily or the morning shoot around. That was
Maybe.
oh, that was locker boxing. That wasn't Team BC. That was BC Summer Games.
There you go.
Yeah, no, him and his they got on that. He had him and his buddy Dakota Hollister. They're from the interior, and they're just growing up kids from the interior are just they're a little different.
Interesting. Okay.
Like they're farm boys that just rowdy
Little
farm boys that
rednecks.
just basically like that just love to get after it in every situation. And yeah, they just beat each other up in the locker room all the time, and it was fun.
Jeez, man. What a way to end it. Have fun this week. If you score a highlight reel goal, I'm gonna be excited, but I'm just score everything you can though. Just don't
Yeah.
go from behind the back every time. And we won't be mad if you do.
No, I won't. It won't be every time, but you might see something crazy.
There you go. Hey, safe travels and have fun this year, man.
Thank you. Have a good one. Thanks for having
Thank
me.